Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of BONA-FIDE Talks, the lockdown interview series. Today we have Godfrey, an EMT and firefighter for the City of Johannesburg, and he's going to give us a little insight into what that's like.
Hi, my name is Godfrey. I'm a firefighter EMT at the City of Johannesburg. I started this profession about over 22 years ago. My grandmother fell ill and I wanted to do more and I couldn't because I didn't have the skills as well as the qualification. And the passion started so that I could save people more and do it better than what even the ambulance came to do. I wanted to quit this job though a couple of years ago because of the pressure that is in this kind of industry. But I realized there's no need for me to quit because this kind of job needs passionate people like myself, and to steer it on, I have to stay along. Even though I might change my career, I still would have this passion for this kind of work. During the time of this kind of pandemic, it is quite dangerous, let's be honest, because people's lives have been lost, especially around the world. Before I resort to anything else, I have to make sure that I am as safe as possible in order for me not to contract the virus or even spread it further. I would rather encourage people to rather stay at home. As a frontline worker, I have to be as safe as possible so that I could not expose my family to this kind of thing. Bearing in mind that I am not just a firefighter being at work, but I'm also a husband as well as a father. I have 3 children and a 4th one coming up. With this kind of profession, you can go to get in contact with so many people. So that makes me to become very much more concerned, especially when I know that I have contracted the virus and I'm taking it home. But the thing is when I play role my service, I have to make sure that whatever I do it as safe as possible. So I have to put my fear aside because of my passion. The most memorable thing that has happened during this time is when I saw that I saved someone's life, brought him back to life, literally. His heart stopped, it stopped beating, he was profusely bleeding, but we came to that point that we have to perform our rescue services as swiftly as possible to ensure that this person would endure his life. Took him to the hospital and I can tell you by now he's in full recovery, so that's something most memorable. Crumbles in when I see that children die in an accident, because where I started in BONA, I've seen many children in accidents or involved in an accident or where they die because of a medical condition. There is something very fragile for me. I would rather be going out of my way to make sure that I save their lives, because I have a heart for children as well as for elderly people when they cannot do anything much for themselves. I know that we get old and die at some stage, but the thing is we also appreciate the wisdom of the elderly people, and that's why I love them so much. I would encourage people to do this kind of job only when you have passion for people, only when you know that this thing you can take to heart. Otherwise, I would not suggest for you to come here if you are very fragile. Bearing in mind that the things that we are seeing in the roads is the things that the doctors have not seen as yet, especially when they are gruesome and when they are critical. Some of them is fatal. This is very tough, promising, very tough. But it is very enjoyable when you put your heart in it and you know that you can go out of your way to make sure that people's lives are saved. And that is my point, that is my view about my kind of job.